Hi everybody, my name is Michelle, coming to you from Vitamix corporate headquarters, and welcome to Vitamix Day. We're really excited to be able to bring some of the classes that we do here in our corporate headquarters to everybody out there. So welcome today. We're going to be doing some fall classic recipes, and we're going to be featuring the Vitamix 7500. Great thing to know though is everything that I'm doing here can be done on any Vitamix blender. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm excited to do our cranberry relish for you today. This is one of my favorite holiday recipes. It's a great swap out for traditional cranberry relish, and it's done with all whole fruits, very fresh, very delicious. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by putting our orange down on the bottom. It's just a peeled orange. And I like to do that because it's going to liquefy really quick and it's going to create the base that helps everything get mixed in super fast. So we have one apple that I have just taken out the core. A lot of people want to blend apple seeds, but apple seeds contain arsenic, so you might want to omit them. I have some fresh cranberries. You can use frozen if you want to in this recipe, but since it's in the season where they're fresh, we like to use fresh. I've got a little bit of walnuts, also an optional ingredient, and just some sugar to sweeten it up. And the nice thing is that you're in control of the sugar. So it's like you're the one who decides exactly how much is going to go in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take out my lid plug because I know I'm going to use my tamper for this. We're going to be running on a relatively low speed. I'm going to take it up to a variable 3. I'm going to use my tamper to drive the ingredients into the blade. It's going to come together really quickly. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. And I'm going to use that tamper to drive those ingredients into the blade. And I'm just looking for everything to get integrated. And there we go, that fast. Isn't that better than like 10 minutes on the stove stirring? So anyway, so there is our cranberry relish. Go ahead and bring it over. Now I use this, like you would a traditional cranberry sauce. I have it on my dining room table. On Thanksgiving, we use it in sandwiches the day after. But one thing that I love to do during the holidays, especially because it's such a pretty relish, it's actually almost like a salsa, is just to put it over a block of cream cheese like that and serve it just like that for my guests. It makes for a great appetizer too. So I hope you enjoy it as much as we do here. Okay, for this next recipe, we're going to do whipping cream. That's something that I use during the holidays all the time. It's super easy to make it from scratch, and I guarantee you once you serve this one to your family, they're not going to want the stuff from the can anymore. All right, so one of the things that makes this super easy to do is our new air disc container. So if you take a look, you'll see that it actually has a disc instead of a traditional blade. And what this allows us to do is really aerate and whip and create a great whipping cream. You can do that in your regular wet blade Vitamix container. The difference is you want to be really careful to make sure you don't over blend it, because if you do over blend it, you're going to end up with butter instead of whipped cream. So the air container is great because it kind of makes this a foolproof recipe. I'm going to start with 2 cups of ice cold heavy whipping cream. It's important that it's cold right out of the refrigerator. And then to that, we're going to add some sugar and some vanilla extract. How's that for just super easy 3 basic ingredients? I'm going to go ahead and put the air on my machine. I'm going to make sure that it's down. And then I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to take it up to high. And we're going to blend it until it turns solid. It's going to take about 30 seconds. Almost there. You hear that? There's almost a slight change in the sound when it's ready to go. Yeah, there's almost that slight change of sound when you can tell that it's solid. So we're going to go ahead and take it off, and I want to show you how great that looks. And then what you'll see what I did here, just to make it easy for when we're serving it later, is I just took a plastic bag. I'm using a pastry bag, but if you just have like a Ziploc bag at home, I use a 1-gallon Ziploc bag. You're going to go ahead and take that whipped cream and put it right in there, and then what we'll be able to do is pipe it when we're ready for it in a few minutes. Okay, so let's see, what is more classic holiday recipe than pumpkin pie? It's a favorite in my household. And what this is we're gonna give you basically pumpkin pie in a smoothie. And I love this recipe for on Thanksgiving morning when we're watching the parade. I make this for my kids. We're one of those people that eats in the middle of the day, so this is just a nice way to start off the day. And basically it is pumpkin pie. Tastes exactly like that. So what we're going to do is, like with all smoothies, we always start out with our liquids on the bottom. So I've got 1 cup of milk right here, and these are all the ingredients that we normally put in pumpkin pie, except now they're going in our smoothie. I've got a little bit of pumpkin, some yogurt, just a little bit, pumpkin pie spice, and last ingredient is sweetened condensed milk. Now you don't have to use this if you don't want to, but if you want it to actually taste like the real thing, then a little bit of this goes a long way to giving it great texture and making it nice and sweet. And now I'm just going to top that off with some ice. Perfect. If you have a smoothie setting, feel free to use that, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn this on and take it to high. It's going to run for about 30 seconds. Look at this deliciousness I have. You're going to love how beautifully frozen that is. Now for a special treat, I'm going to use that whipped cream that we made earlier. You want to store this in the fridge because you don't want it to get a chance to melt, to liquefy it all. And then basically I just clipped off the end of this, and we're going to be able to just put a nice little dollop on top. If I wanted to, we could add some pumpkin pie spice to it, but basically ready to go.